This pocket change is less about you and more about everybody else. Because change isn't actually a solo sport. One of the biggest lessons I ever learned was that you do not need to do this stuff on your own. Sometimes you feel like you are on your own. And I get it, especially when you're leading change. It can be really bloody lonely. But you aren't actually alone. There are others who are dealing with the same stuff. There are individuals or small groups of people, not necessarily those directly involved in your problem, but with bags and bags of empathy dotted all over the place. That might be in your workplace, it could be within your networks, it could be within your friendship groups. Yes, you can see and hear the wave of people who might be against your change all too loudly. It's always easy to hear the criticism, the dissent, because as humans, we're just gluttons for punishment. But there will be another group, a quieter group, who are not only supportive, but they can be your greatest allies. They are quiet right now because they get shouted down easily. They feel like they are on their own because they've been labelled as troublemakers. These are the people who see the issues that need changing and raise their head above the parapet to point them out or suggest what could be done about it. They often get told, no, sit down, don't rock the boat, stop being disruptive. The phrase they hear the most is, we've tried that before and it didn't work. After a while, that gets pretty miserable and they either leave or give up. Neither is a great outcome. The able and willing are your people. These are the people who will help push your change through. Find them, help them find each other, and give them a platform and a space to use their voice, and then listen to them. Done well, this is really powerful stuff. This is how you can start to change how your organisation thinks and responds. And dare we say it, it's how you can change your culture. I'm not going to go too much into culture because that is a whole world of trouble. But for now, create a community for them and with them. I'm not talking about the kind of community that you meet to spout bullshit at each other about how successful their most recent project was, when everyone knows if you scratch the surface, you'll find out that they're using a hell of a lot of poetic license when they call it successful. I mean the groups where the people are honest, open and supportive. They get to the nitty gritty, sharing their issues honestly, collaborating to find solutions, supporting each other and trying to make things better. These communities can help build trust and collaboration where previously there was suspicion and division. They can improve the knowledge and skills of an entire group of staff just through the sharing of existing experiences within the organisation without any need for additional investment. And even if individuals aren't getting support within their own team directly, they find confidence and empathy within a group, and all of a sudden, they are not a lone voice. It's a movement. Do not underestimate the power of human connection. You need to find them. You need to start with your team or those directly involved in making changes happen, and then open up this community for anyone else who has a voice, who wants to be heard. There will be voices all over the place, just waiting. Bring them together. Ideally in person or at an event. Making connection is one of the most powerful aspects of creating a community. You don't need everyone all at once, so take what you can get and build it from there. If you build it, they will come. And then let them talk. Let them compare their battle wounds and war stories. A good moan does us all good, and it helps us bond a bit too. It will help us process and move on and through changes that we're experiencing. They will realise that they're not alone. Other people will be in similar positions to them, and this will help them feel safer. And then start to build on what you've got. You've brought together for the first time a group of lone voices. Create that safe space for them. You need to build trust, and that means you're going to have to be brave and share some of your own challenges. If you can find a couple of others to do the same, even better. Help them find solutions together. Find out what keeps them up at night and respond directly. There will be similarities, so you'll be able to identify topics. Solutions might come from advice. You might ask for help from an external expert. Someone internal could show how they've done it, how it's felt, what they want to do next. Keep them focused. Make sure they have themes or topics for discussion. Help them be targeted in what they do and how they are working. And then help them see the change they are creating. Use them to spread the word around the changes that are happening in your organisation. They will reach parts of the organisation you wouldn't normally. They will have access to people and networks that you don't know about or you're not welcoming. And they will also help bring in issues or concerns to the group. They can take messages to their respective areas as well. Let them spread the word. And then plan for the longer term. A lot of this across a whole organisation can help change in the long run by helping their own teams understand the world they're moving in, but also so they can see their path and influence and action. Don't keep them under a bushel. Give them a voice, give them a platform, and then set them wild. Communities can feel a bit sweetness and light, something for later, something when there's time. But heed this warning. Do not underestimate the power of community during change. You have an underutilised and underestimated workforce. You have an underutilised and underestimated workforce that just needs some space and someone to listen. There is strength in a group of like-minded people, especially when things get tough, and they will get tough. These are your people. Let them be there for you. Let them stand with you. Give them their space.